Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have a fun video because we're going to be playing with some new makeup. So I have the new Urban Decay foundation. We also have the entire Sooo Fire collection from KKW Beauty, and I just got these in the mail. These are the new blushes from Cosmetics, and I picked up a few of those. So if you want to see my first impressions and a quick little review on these products, just keep on watching. Okay, so we're gonna get started with our foundation. Before that, I do wanna let you guys know my face is already primed. I used the number 28 primer from Hourglass. And now we can go in with the foundation. So this is Urban Decay's newest foundation. It was just released, I believe, last week. And it is the Stay Naked Weightless Liquid Foundation. And it claims to be an up to 24-hour wear. This is the packaging. I actually think it's really nice. It kind of looks like it's glass, but it's not. It's plastic packaging, so it's very light. I feel like something like this will be really nice to travel with. And this is the box that it comes with. So I just want to read what it says here on the box. It says that this is a flexible, breathable, real skin matte finish, medium buildable coverage. It does not transfer, minimizes the appearance of pores, stays true to colors, so we won't be expecting the foundation to oxidize. It's waterproof, vegan formula, does not contain animal-derived ingredients or byproducts. So far by these claims alone, I'm really looking forward to this foundation. Now, I did read that the coverage that you get with this foundation, it's gonna depend on the tools that you apply. So you can do a light coverage, medium, and then build it up to a full coverage. So we'll try a few techniques with that. I also got the concealer, so we'll talk about that when it's time to apply the concealer. So let's just go ahead. I'm gonna shake this foundation. And by the way, mine is in the shade 41NN. And then I'll just apply it on the back of my hand here. And this is how it looks. So I expected it to be a little bit watery like that. It's got a similar consistency so far from what I can tell as the Naked foundation. So it's a little bit liquidy. It's not running down my hand like all too fast. So I feel like it might give some pretty good coverage. First, I'm gonna go in with a beauty blender. Now with this collection, Urban Decay also released a sponge, which I had wanted to try because one of the ends, it's like a silicone, but I totally snoozed when I placed my order. So we'll just use my beauty blender, and I'm gonna apply this on the left side of my face. So from what I had read, if you use a sponge, you'll get more of a medium coverage. So as you can see, you can still see a lot of my redness. My blemishes are still peeking through quite a bit actually. So let's see. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this side of the face. And I've only used one pump so far. Okay, so this is with just one layer, and I pretty much only did like this portion right here using the beauty blender. Now before I go ahead and apply another layer to see how it builds, we're going to try it with a brush. So I'm gonna use this one from Cosmetics, and I'm gonna use it on the right side of my face and see if we can get more coverage with this one, which is what they're claiming that you can do. So far I can see that you do get more coverage using a brush, and one pump goes a long way with the brush as well, because I feel like the sponge actually absorbed it. But either way, we are gonna test out another layer with the sponge. Okay, so here is the difference. And yeah, you can absolutely tell you get a lot more coverage with the brush than you do with the sponge. I'm actually pretty happy with how one layer looks on my right side using the brush. I feel like it covered pretty much everything. I still do have some blemishes that I'm going to spot conceal. I don't really like to apply too much foundation for little spots like that. So we'll spot conceal those. Now this side, if you do like more of a light coverage foundation, you can use a sponge and get a thinner application. So I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze out one more pump, go back with the beauty blender, and see how we can layer this. The first time I wasn't even able to apply any foundation to my nose. I didn't have enough with one pump using just a beauty blender. Okay, and there we go. So I still have product here from that second pump that I dispensed for my left side of the face. So I'm thinking that if you use a brush, maybe 2 pumps is going to be enough for your entire face. If you're going to use a beauty blender, it depends on the type of coverage that you want. Me with the beauty blender, I would probably need for my entire face about 3 pumps. Now I do feel that the coverage looks pretty even on both sides. I would say this is a medium. I don't want to build it up to a full coverage because I'm not going to like how it's going to feel on my face. I feel like that's just going to, I mean, if you cake it on, it's going to look cakey. I have a lot of dryness on my left side on this cheek here. So right now it doesn't seem to be emphasizing that all that much. There's 2 blemishes right here, which are definitely have a lot of texture on them. So you can see that a little bit. It's not horrible though. So from even like this far away, I can't see anything. I literally have to get super close to the mirror to be able to detect that. So far, so good with the foundation. I feel like the match is okay. I still have a little bit of self-tanner on, but I can definitely work with this. So again, I do have it in the shade 41NN. Now let's go ahead and test out the concealer. Let me wipe off this foundation here. And the shade in concealer that I have is 40NY. Okay, so this shade does look a little bit too light for me. I like to go with something that's more of my skin tone, but we'll see. This is what I got. The concealer, I am gonna go in with the beauty blender. All right, so here's the concealer blended out fully with the beauty blender, and it's definitely too light for my preference. Because I do have really dark circles, I think that if you go in with a lighter concealer to brighten, it really doesn't do much with correcting any dark circles. So I feel like they're pretty prominent still. As of right now, I just don't like the color that I picked, but it applied really nicely and I was able to blend it out quite easily. I do see that it's starting to crease in my fine lines, which I'm not gonna hold the concealer against that either because I have fine lines. But let's go ahead and do another layer to see if this is buildable and how it looks. I had applied quite a bit to begin with, so just a little bit right here where I have like the most darkness. And then this one also does give a matte finish, but it's not drying looking either. Well, not so far. Now I did forget to bring down an eye primer, so I'm gonna go ahead and put this on my eyelids as well, and we'll use it as a primer today. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't look cakey. You are able to build it up. Now, does it transfer? Let's see, before we set this, let's see if it transfers. I'm going to just press. So I don't feel like the skin is all that tacky. I did get a little bit of transfer on my hands, but not all too much. And I kind of feel like a little bit of that did come off. So I'm just gonna go over it with the brush. I'm not gonna grab more product or anything. As far as the under eye, yeah, I don't really see that there's much transfer in the, a little bit. Okay, so I am gonna go ahead and set this and I'm going to do the rest of my face makeup. So we'll come back in a little bit, use that Sooo Fire collection, and then apply the blush. Now that I've added some color on my face, I'm actually liking the foundation a lot more. At first, when I powdered to set my foundation and the concealer, I use my Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder. For bronzer, I use my Trish McAvoy bronzer. And then to highlight, I use the highlighter that's in this Natasha Denona Tan, Bronze, and Glow palette. So this one right here. So now, yeah, I'm definitely a lot more happier with it. I also went in and spot concealed just a little bit with my Bare Minerals Bare Skin Concealer. So we're down to the fun part. Okay. I'm so excited I ended up getting this. Actually, my husband got me this entire collection. So this is the Sooo Fire collection from KKW Beauty. This right here is the palette. I love the packaging, the feel of it. I can't describe what it feels like, but it feels really nice. Even like the outside boxes feel the same way for the palette, the lipsticks, as well as the packaging for the eyeliners. I had sent my husband a screenshot of this collection, and you know, just hopefully I said, if you want to buy it for me, feel free. And I do that not so often, just here and there, but I'm not really with the expectation of him getting it for me. It's just, I don't know, because usually I just end up buying the stuff myself. But pretty much immediately I ended up getting an email with the confirmation information that the order has been placed and all of this stuff. So I'm gonna appreciate this a little extra because of that. So let's just go ahead and dive into the palette. This is what it looks like inside. I've already showed it a few times. It's gorgeous. It's really beautiful. It's definitely full of warm shades, which I love. Now I don't have a specific eye look I'm going for with this palette today, so we'll just see what I come up with. So my camera for some reason stopped filming. So I did get to finish the eye look pretty much using the palette, which I love. I think this eye look came out really nice. It was super easy to use these shadows. The only one I had an issue with was this matte shade right here. I believe this one's called Peel's Curse, P-E-L-E-S Curse. This one's very dry and I had a lot of difficulty blending it. I would have liked the outer corner to be a little bit more intense, but it honestly got to a point where I was starting to get a little impatient, so I just left it as is. Other than that, I had no issues. Some other mattes in here are also a little bit drying, but I had no problems using them. And I did use, let's see, I used every shade in here except for this one right here. It swatches really beautifully. Here are the swatches of the entire palette. One swatch only, and they're very pigmented. Again, really, really nice. I liked the formula. This is actually my very first KKW eyeshadow palette, and I am impressed. I've heard that they were good, just, I don't know, I wasn't really interested in any of them before. I also went ahead and swatched the eyeliners that are included in this collection. You get 3 eyeliners. This one up here is called Copper. Then we have Yellow Gold right here, and then Rust. So Copper I applied on my top lash line. It looks really nice. These shades are perfect for that eyeshadow palette. Everything kind of works really well together. I applied Yellow Gold on my bottom waterline, and then on my bottom lash line I used Rust. Rust is such a nice color. I ended up blending it in with a small brush. This is the MAC 228 brush. I love this. It applied so creamy. This is a matte. The other 2 are metallics, but it applied so nicely. I cannot wait to use this liner and create like a winged liner on my top lids. that's gonna look really, really pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply some mascara and I will be right back. Okay, so I already lined and filled in my lips with the Sisley lip pencil in the shade Nude, and it's time for some glosses. So they came out with 3. We have one that's nude and it's got like a lot of little sparkles in it. This one's called Radiant. Let me do a quick swatch. It's a very nice doe foot applicator. So there you go. It's just, I mean, it's a typical gloss. It's got just a hint of a nude shade to it, but you can hardly see it. And like I said, it's got a lot of little like gold specks all over it. Then we have a Flammable, which is this one that looks very bright. Let's see how this one swatches. Right there like that. That's actually really nice. And then we have Extinguished. This is the first one. Well, this is the only one I've actually applied. When I got the box in, I just couldn't wait to get my hands in these. And this one was the one I was most afraid of, but it actually looked really pretty on the lips. So I think today, and this one also has a whole bunch of like little like glittery specks all over it. The only one that doesn't is this Flammable shade. And I think this is the one that I want to go in with today. So. Okay, I like the color it gives. It's not all that pigmented really because it is a gloss and it's not supposed to be one that's super opaque, but I actually really like that. They feel thick on the lips, but they're still pretty comfortable. It doesn't, like my lips aren't like really sticking together really badly. Because it is a thicker gloss, if it's windy outside, your hair is gonna get stuck on your lips. I will tell you that. Now, time for blush. I usually do lips last, but I wanted to try on the whole Sooo Fire collection at once. I picked up 3 out of the 4 shades that they came out with. This first one here is called Sunset Sky. Let me get this opened. Okay, so I got them all out of the box. I probably should have done that before I started filming. Here it says that this is a serum blush which uses a lightweight gel-based formula to provide sheer buildable color with each drop. And these are the shades that I got. I love this packaging. How cute is this? Oh my gosh. Okay, so which one am I going to use? I feel like I really want to use Sunset Sky, but is it going to be too bright? Oh, Rose Milk. I don't know. And then this other one here is Pink Nectar. Okay, so definitely not that one. Let's go ahead and just do it. I'm going to go in with Sunset Sky. So I'm going to shake this just in case because I know it's, you know, a very liquidy formula. And then I think I'm just going to apply this with my fingers. Okay, so, ooh, okay. So this is how the dropper looks. And, okay. I'm like, I don't actually think I put any in it, but, okay, so there we go. It's got a little bubble in there right now. Ooh, that looks really pigmented there. Let's see. So I'm just gonna, with my finger here. Oh, it does feel like very gel-like. Okay, it feels nice. Just gonna go ahead and apply it. Oh yeah, so that's not, it looks scary when you first take it out, but it's not that pigmented. I can see why they say this is buildable. Oh, I got mascara all over here. Oh, let's see. Use a clean brush. Okay. Jeez. Now, I really like these kind of blushes, which is another one that I've been using that's like this. It's the one from, I feel like I applied way too much now. Great. It's the one from Nude Sticks. They came out with a blush that's like this, and I love these type of blushes. I've mentioned before too. Stila had a blush like this. It was called something Aqua. I'm not gonna remember the name of it. And I'm gonna put another little droplet here, just a little one. And I loved to use those, especially during this time of the year, just because your skin looks so healthy. Okay, that was actually quite easy to apply. I really like how this look came out. It's nothing so crazy dramatic or anything. I don't think it is. This eye look is totally wearable. I was gonna use some lashes today. I haven't pulled them out because I haven't used fake lashes in such a long time, and they make any eye look just so extra, and it just kind of really takes over a look. It makes it a lot more complete. I think for special events, definitely if you want to ump your look at all, use some fake lashes. So overall, I'm very happy with the foundation. I think it definitely applies better with a brush, in my opinion. Again, it does depend on the type of coverage that you want, but I will be using a brush with that. The concealer actually wears pretty comfortably. It doesn't look dry. It does look matte, but it doesn't look dry. I just think that the color I chose isn't an accurate color for my skin tone, but it still works pretty good. I'll let you guys know and keep you updated on those products. Everything about the Sooo Fire collection from KKW Beauty, I'm very, very happy with. Just one shade out of the, I think it's 10. Yes, just one shade out of the 10 in here was a little bit of a flop for me, but everything else, including the eyeliners and the lip gloss, I think it's really nice. The only one I haven't tried is this one, but we'll just go ahead and apply a little bit of this nude one just here in the center. But they're, yeah, very comfortable. Like I said, they're a little bit thick. I'm not somebody that likes glosses all that much, but these I do see myself wearing quite frequently. And the blushes, these are really pretty. I can't wait to test out the other shades. Today I put on Sunset Sky, and yeah, it looks really intense in the bottle, but applied, I don't think it's all that bad. All right guys, so that's it as far as today's video. I had a lot of fun playing with my new makeup, and I'm very happy with it. If you guys have any questions or thoughts on any of these products, please let me know in the comments down below. And if you like this video, make sure that you give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much for joining me today. Also, before you leave, do not forget to hit that subscribe button so you do not miss out on any of my future videos. Thanks again. Until next time.